So okay, now we're doing the quick rinse.
Rinse, wash. I checked each leaf as I picked it to make sure there weren't any insects on it, although there was one little snail on the last one, which we quickly eliminated or sent back. But I like to fill this with purified water, and this water comes from a special filter under there, which has 3 filters and a reverse osmosis function, so it delivers pretty pure water. And then I just like to let the mix soak in this for a little while. Beautiful leaves, fresh, they've just absorbed pure water for the last half hour. All these different leaves with different healing qualities, like that one builds liver tissue. These are rich in vitamin C and all the nutrients any body would require. Big variety, some have different healing properties. We've been developing, experimenting and trialling this method of processing leaves, which are rich in living vita and that help every person that eats it in a very direct and practical way by facilitating an acceleration in their body cell growth. These are petals from a calendula flower. Very powerful. Calendula as a healing plant, it's wonderful. One herbalist I know calls it Mother Nature's Band-Aid. Broccoli flowers, raw, just like that. These will all come down to a green, smooth, consistent smoothie. You'll see as we go along with it. Halfway through, I'll just pile these leaves in here. They're all guaranteed clear of any insects or contamination. They're fresh organic leaves that were picked only an hour ago, and we push them into this blender, this wonderful blender. This is a Breville blender that has a 900 watt motor and a very powerful cutting action. It can cut ice and through this mix with ease, as you'll see in a moment. So I'll just put them in. Maybe I may have picked a few too many. Here are the cabbage heads, rich in potent medicinal nutrients. Fabulous, look at the colour of that. Deep green with a silver, they're called silver beet. And then some of these are these flowers from the Chinese cabbage, more silver beet. Well, look, that'll do for this mix. We'll leave that till a little bit later. Okay, that's about as much as I stack it. Now, what goes next is a variety of seeds. When we've got abundance happening, we'd have about 5 or 6 more in the variety, but we only have here today some chia seed, which is a very powerful concentrate of nutrition. We have sunflower seeds, we have flax seeds, and we have pumpkin seeds. So I like to put a nice healthy amount in each one into the mix, and depending on how many vegetables, greens I put in, that can be lessened depending on what you're making it for, how many you're making it for. I usually put it into a little airtight container and semi-freeze it, and I have a plan to make them into ice blocks so that McDonald's will be able to sell this to their customers as a McNaturals item. Here are the chia seeds, rich with great power, those seeds. I love them. Special, and plenty of sunflower seeds.
Are they from South America?
Chia? Not sure.
They're a newish seed, aren't they?
They are. They've only recently come into prominence. You can buy delicious chia bread from that shop I showed you. So in the meantime, we'll use this juice. I put as much juice as I think will not let it go over the top. And leave a little bit of space, because then I like to put ice in it. And ice instantly suspends the vital nutrients. I'll just get this here. So then we blend it.
My goodness gracious. Looks thick like milk even.
I love it.
It's very powerful.
I love it that we're early adopters and we can give it some serious entrepreneurial leverage with the name McNaturals and modern techniques, your great skill. The printer did that gratis. He used it as a demonstration of what he could do to a local business council meeting.
Fantastic. Well, that drink's actually fantastic.
Now imagine ice blocking it and somehow getting a boutique ice block maker, get it the right shape, might be in little cubes or something like that so you can take them out individually and suck them. And just ensuring that they're as rich in the dynamic nutrients that I just demonstrated went into this mix. And we have, rights to control the quality. And the goal of it will be to give people health and vitality.
Look, it's fantastic. I think it should be introduced to old people's homes just like that. Bang.
Let me give you more, may I, please?
All right, yeah. Perfect. Now I don't need tea.
No, just watch the quality of your thinking as the night unfolds. Really become a fellow testimonial giver to this way of eating. Because this is truly practicing what Hippocrates said or taught, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. This is a very powerful concentration of sun energy with living enzymes and antioxidants that can only benefit the user. And I'm sure Adrian will show you little bits of how we brought it together leading up to now for you to consider doing similar on a regular basis, because I've found that it effectively reverses disease and increases my immunity efficiency, so I rarely ever, hardly ever, although I did it about 4 months ago for about a week, got a cold or a flu, but for years I've gone without ever contracting any discomforting condition like that. And it's because I eat lots of greens. When I'm not harvesting the garden and eating this way, I eat spirulina. I find that an extremely powerful concentration of natural nutrients in a whole food that's sown, grown and harvested in 10 days. And soon we'll be promoting the use of spirulina, especially among older people and people who have smoked, because it's a very direct and effective way to counteract lung damage because of its intense concentration of beta-carotene. Anyway, cheers to you all. I wish you a long, healthy, happy and peaceful life. Cheers, Adrian. Can we do
Thanks, Franklin. Good on you.